Susan and this is
Eliya, and welcome to Seed Scholars Gather and Grow Summer Series, where we're going to explore our senses out in our natural environment.
Exactly, so we're going to be exploring our sense of sound, our sense of smell, and our sense of sight.
And our sense of touch, our sense of taste, and beyond. So stay tuned for some videos and activities that go with those senses.
Can't wait! These next few videos are going to be about developing your sense of touch. Now, your sense of touch, just like all of the other senses, is a really important sense. It can really prevent us from coming into harm's way. So with our fire or our nettles, our sense of touch allowed us to stay away from danger. Our sense of touch can also be quite soothing. So we might find some plants or some moss that are really lovely to touch. And also we use our sense of touch when we are identifying some plants in nature. So take for example wych elm, which can be identified by rubbing on your cheek, and if it's really rough then you know that it's wych elm. So there's just a few ways that we can develop our sense of touch when we're out in nature. Let's go and see how you can develop your sense of touch at home.
I'm here at the Yellow River amongst the nettles and the glorious meadowsweet and holly underneath this hawthorn, and feeling super grateful to be here making rock pigments with you. The way to make rock pigments is to collect some rocks about the size of a ping pong ball that can fit nicely in the size of the palm of your hand, and looking for different colored rocks. River rocks are great, and you can test their chalkiness. We prefer a chalkier rock on other rocks to see if already giving us some color. So I have collected an assemblage here in preparation, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place them one by one on my bashing rock here, and I'm going to cover it with some cloth and use a hammer to make it into smaller marble-sized pieces before using the mortar and pestle to grind it up even further. So that's going to be my steps so far, and I'm going to wear some gloves and a mask with safety eye goggles, and for my mouth, it's not a very windy day, so I want to make sure to protect myself from any small particles that might come off. And we'll see what happens after that. But I'm going to get started. So now that I've hammered and then mashed up the bluish colored rocks, I'm doing those as a set, and I ground them up in the mortar and pestle using kind of a push down and twist motion. I'm now going to strain to get the smallest pieces in to my jar. So I have a strainer and a funnel and a glass jar here, and I'm just going to add all of what I've mashed up, and I'm going to put equal parts pigment to water, 1:1, and then I will add 1 part honey to about 5 parts of that combination to make my final masterpiece. So that's what you'll see now. thought I'd also show you how to make some other kinds of inks or colors, and this is attending to our sense of sight and of course our sense of touch as we're working with these materials, and our sense of smell, as this is a rooibos tea ink that we're going to make, and it smells lovely. So I just steeped it in some hot boiled water for about 15 minutes, and you'll see it has this lovely red color, and that has transferred into our tea now. And I'm not going to make all of this right now, so I'm just going to pour a bit in here and add a drop of the gum arabic binding agent. We also have the option to add some white vinegar and just a pinch of salt as preservatives, with the hope that this color will last longer. And both of these, the more muddy clay rock pigment and the ink that we're making now, are basically watercolor tools that you can use in your art projects. Enjoy.
In today's video, we are going to be showing you how you can develop your sense of touch by making some natural cordage. Now, cordage is basically just rope, and you can buy it in most shops. So this is from a garden centre, and this has been made by interweaving two plants together. Now we are going to try and make our own piece of cordage today using some rushes that have been dried for about 2 weeks. So we're going to show you how to do it. So if you take a piece of your rush that's been dried, and you're going to turn it to your right, and your partner is going to turn it to their right, or the opposite way. I could turn it to my left and you would turn it to your left. Okay, so off we go.
Ooh, you're getting a twist.
I have the twist on my end this time. Oh, and if the little piece comes off, it's okay. You can just keep on going.
It's getting thinner.
Yes.
It's like a magic trick.
Oh. So you're going to keep on going until you meet your partner in the middle.
So cool.
And then what's going to happen is that one of us takes the centerpiece. We'll do a few more twists for luck. So I'll take the center there and give my piece to Eliya, and they will wrap themselves around each other. And we can help this along. And now you have your nice piece of cordage. So see how it feels. Does it feel nice and smooth, or might it feel rough? And what will you use your cordage for? Maybe a nice bracelet. Excellent. So here we have our piece of cordage that we've made using our rushes. Give it a go and see how you get on. Thanks for watching.
so much for joining us for Gather and Grow Summer Series.
We had a sensational time and we hope you did too.
See you next time.
Slán!